I've read so many books. Some of them are good, some of them are forgettable. But these two, they stand out. Still Like an Artist and Show Your Work. I read Still Like an Artist sometimes I say, and I recently completed Show Your Work. And I will say, these are one of the best books on the market. But don't let the title fool you. Still Like an Artist isn't just for artists, it is for anyone that is trying to create something. From designers to data analysts to developers, and virtually anybody. The book teaches you how to find ideas, remix them, and create something truly unique. It is about seeing creativity as a process instead of a spark of genius. Hello, my name is Moyo Salau. I am a learning experience designer with years of experience in assisting organizations improve the way people learn. I bring the same passion of simplifying everything productivity, tools and strategies that would help you improve yourself. If that sounds like a good idea, then hit the subscribe button. Once you understand how to create and gather ideas, then it is essential you learn how to put yourself out there, because no matter how talented you are, if no one sees you, then it doesn't matter. The book teaches you how to put yourself out there, share your processes, build audience, and eventually build creativity to something that is way bigger than yourself. After reading both books, I started documenting my journey as the book suggests, and I can tell you it works. Also, the most interesting part is that the book is very interactive and engaging, and you can even finish it in a day. But in the meantime, let me tell you what I've learned from the book. Let's start with one of the most controversial statements in all of the books I've read so far. Nothing is truly original. At first, it sounded like an insult because it felt like your creativity is being undermined. But as I went through the book, I could see from the author's lens, because originality is not just about creating from scratch. It is about remixing what already exists, modify it, add your own touch of creativity, and create something that is uniquely yours. Let's take a look at it from these two perspectives. You are trying to create an idea from scratch. No references, no research, no inspiration. You are just sitting down there waiting for genius to strike. But you spend a whole lot of hours brainstorming only to end up coming up with nothing. On the other hand, you start by doing a wide research, looking for inspiration, combining ideas from different sources like social media, videos, anything that you can lay your hand on. And from this vision, you can create an idea that is truly unique. Creativity isn't just about pulling ideas out of nowhere. It's about connecting the dots between things that already exist. Take a look at Fela Kuti, the Nigerian Afrobeat legend. A good number of artists worldwide have sampled his work, from Wizkid to Burna Boy, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and even some Hollywood movies. But these artists are still categorized as the most creative minds in the world. Did they steal from him? Yes. But by modifying his work and adding the touch of theirs, they have created something powerful and truly unique. Outside of being a learning experience designer, I am also a product designer. And the truth is, it is not just about talent and skill. It is about how you can collect and use inspiration. I have designed several mobile and web applications, and ideas just don't fall from the sky. Most of these ideas comes when I'm surfing the internet, scrolling through social media, or a random website catches my eyes and I save it for later. The bookmark and save for later button on social media are the best. They make this process easy. For me, inspiration is like food. You might not eat immediately, but whenever you are hungry, you can always go to the fridge and pick up something. Same with ideas that you have saved. You might not use them immediately. Whenever you want to start a project, you can always go back to what you have saved, and you don't need to start from scratch. This simple habit has saved me countless of hours of creativity block. Whenever I want to start a new project, I don't need to start from scratch. I only need to go to my save ideas and inspiration and then start from there. During the process of creating the script, I spent countless of hours on my desk trying to create something that is truly meaningful, but nothing seems to come up. It was like as if I was just blank up there. So one fateful morning, I decided to take a jog, expose myself to sunlight, then went to the pool to calm down, and then ended up in the sauna. And boom, everything was there. All the scattered ideas was aligned. And the funny thing is, I wasn't even with a notepad, so I couldn't write them down. But I was able to memorize the core ideas and the structure that I needed for the script. So on getting back to my desk, I wrote everything down and then started working from there. Anytime you are feeling stuck or some sort of creativity block, do something different. Get up, take a walk, run, just be active. Creativity doesn't always happen on your desk. Sometimes it is in the moment. Thank you for making it this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notification for more videos. Now that you understand how to create and gather ideas, let's talk about how to put yourself out there the right way. One of my biggest takeaways from the book Show Your Work is to be an amateur. You don't have to be an expert to start. As a matter of fact, being an amateur might just be your greatest advantage, because as an amateur, you stay curious, you ask a whole lot of questions, you are experimental, and you are not even afraid to look silly. If I had waited to be confident in front of the camera, then I probably wouldn't be here today. But because I had understood the beginner's mindset, which is a Japanese concept that says you should approach every idea, every task like a beginner, like you don't know anything about it, that has helped me through my journey of creating this channel. In the book, Austin mentions that if you are curious, then you are qualified. So instead of waiting for you to become an expert, waiting for the perfect timing, just start today, then you will eventually get better at it. I remember recording my first video and I sat on it for a while. And when I eventually shared it, I got comments and feedback that I was happy about. And the question I asked myself was, why did I even delay this in the first place? Sharing something small helps you stay consistent. It doesn't have to be a large form of work. It could be something as little as a tweet, picture, or anything that you feel it is important for you to share. Don't just show the final product, show the process. I used to think people were only interested in the finished and final product, but after reading this book, I realized they are much more interested in the journey. They want to understand how you got from point A to point B. So for example, you could show what inspired the idea, what mistakes you make along the way, and also some small wins that connected the project. It is not about being a genius, it is about being honest. Even if it is messy, even if you are unsure, that's what makes it relatable. Instead of saying I designed it from scratch, you could say I had multiple ideas, created a whole lot of drafts, but nothing seems to stick. Then I took a walk and tried to free myself from the burden of sitting on the decks, research some other website, and boom, the idea came, which is basically your process. But now you have made them relate to the entire process that you went through. I remember watching a whole lot of Jackie Chan movies back then, and at the end of the movies, there are always bloopers and mistakes that he made during the movie, and makes you relate a whole lot more with the movie. When you show your process, you are not just posting it, you are connecting people to what you do and how you do it. So here's the truth. Creativity isn't about perfection. It is not even about waiting till you figure it out. It is about starting messy, staying curious, and sharing your process as you go. Because whether it is remixing someone's idea, documenting your journey, or just showing up with something small, what matters most is momentum. It is not even about being an expert. It is about being honest, consistent, and being real. Because someone somewhere needs to see the middle of your story, not just the finished product. If this has helped you shift your mindset, don't just keep it to yourself. Drop a comment which part hits you the most. And if you have enjoyed everything, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you on the next one.